Alright people, let's talk about brain cancer in this video. So the first question is this: what is brain cancer? So brain cancer is an outgrowth of cells in your brain that forms masses that is called brain tumors. So that is brain cancer. What are some of the symptoms? What are some of the things that will make you know if you are going through brain cancer? So one of them is this: that you have headaches, frequent headaches. There is also the possibility of lack of balance, so you can't really be in a balance when you are walking. You might have difficulties when you have to walk. There will be some deficits in your memory. So you also have difficulties when it comes to thinking. Talk about speech problems. Talk about problems with your vision or with your sight. So these are some of the signs and symptoms that would make you know that you are experiencing brain cancer, you are developing brain cancer, and therefore you have to see your doctor to check it out. Still on the symptoms, talk about personality changes. Because brain cancer impairs your brain, you see some changes in your personality, the way you are, the way you talk, the way you behave. What are some of the risk factors for brain cancer? What are some of the risk factors? Some of the factors that will make it more likely that you develop brain cancer. Talk about increase in age. Now, that is something that we cannot do anything about, because every man being has to grow. Talk about another risk factor, which is a family history of brain cancer. So if you've ever had a family or a relative who has ever developed brain cancer, then the chance of developing brain cancer gets even higher. Let's talk about long-term smoking as one of the risk factors for developing brain cancer. This is something that we can definitely do something about that. If you are someone who smokes frequently, in the long term, you want to stop smoking in order to prevent, the risk of developing a brain cancer. If you can't, you need to seek the help of a professional or a therapist to help you deal with brain cancer. Let's talk about another risk factor for developing brain cancer, which is exposure to pesticides, to herbicides, and also to fertilizer. So getting exposed to these chemicals has the potential of making you develop brain cancer. Therefore, you have to ensure that you reduce the time, your exposure to these chemicals. Again, if you are someone who works with elements such as lead, plastic, rubber, petroleum, so working with this kind of elements can also increase your risk of developing brain cancer.